And welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. How you guys doing? Well, this is a very special weekend for us gym fans and us nerds of the gymternet. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow is the first competition leading up into the 2020 Olympic Games. Tomorrow starts the road for Tokyo. I was about to say the road for Rio. NBC had got me so together with this road for Rio stuff from the last cycle. The road to Tokyo. Tomorrow is the American Cup, and I believe later that evening, maybe Sunday, is I can never gymnastics, and that will be held in Canada. But tomorrow will be the battle between Miss Morgan Hurd and Miss um, Kayla Del Cello. All my lip gloss is gone, Lord. And tomorrow will begin the road for Tokyo. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I know there's a lot of international competitors coming to this American Cup. I know a lot of you guys are really hyped about the Ukrainian gymnast and V. Diana V, because I'm not even going to begin to try to jack up this young lady's last name, who will be attending the American Cup and who should be competitive, should be really competitive. Um, but there's only one name that I really care about in this American Cup. And there's two American gymnasts, but there's only one name that I care about. And she is the one and only Miss Morgan the Hurd the third. Miss Morgan Hurd the third. I cannot wait to see what you are going to debut this season at the American Cup. I cannot wait to see your new floor routine. I cannot wait to see this new bar routine. I cannot wait to see the combinations you added to your beam routine to give it a higher start value. And I hope that you can pull out a harder vault, but I think maybe the double twist in your cheat code is probably your limit when it comes to vaulting, which is this most girls' limit. But I just wish you could do the Arminar, Morgan. I wish you could do the Arminar. I know you, young lady, would be on this Olympic team if you had an Arminar in your bag of tricks. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Kayla Del Cello, though, and let me give her some respect. I can't wait to see her either. I think this competition is going to be a mighty battle between those two. Ellie Black is supposed to be in this competition too. And if Ellie Black is really in this competition, I think one of those three or the Ukrainian girl will win. Those are the top four people at this American Cup. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Um, Gym Mats, though, I'm really looking forward to that. Is it Gym Mats or Gym Nets? I just can't pronounce it. Somebody in the comment section let your girl know, because, I'm sure y'all going to do it anyways. But that competition is going to be held in Canada. The team that was chosen for that was Michaela Skinner, Faith Torres, and two other girls who I'm not going to lie, I don't know who they are. But that's going to be a very exciting competition too. It's going to be exciting to see Michaela Skinner get international scores on her routines this year, so we could really know internationally where her routines stack up. I know she have high start values, but are they going to treat her like Ali Raceman and forgive some of her form deductions, or are they going to treat her like Carrie Akers at last year's World Championships and nail her to the cross for every little thing that she does wrong? International judges, it just depends on who you are. Some people, they can have bad form. Maria Prasinko, Ali Raceman. There's a bunch who can do things badly but still get high scores. Um, where you could have some girls, Ellie, not Ellie Black, Ellie Downey is a good example for that, who, unless her routines are perfect, especially if she's in an international setting, they're gonna nail her routines to the cross. Whereas some of the Russians, some of the Americans, and if I'm gonna be honest, even some of the Chinese girls, they do things and they're not perfect. They just make them to their feet, and they seem not to get hammered for them. Like it's a lot of horrible looking armor in the world, but the girls don't seem to be getting hammered for them. It depends on what country you are from too. Sorry, that was my other phone calling. Somebody was calling me. Um, so between those two competitions this weekend, Elite Gymnastics is going to be crunk this weekend. Elite Gymnastics is going to be on fleet. There's going to be so many routines, so many girls that are going to be competing this week. And then we have a good couple, like a month and a half worth of competitions to look forward to. I think the next competition is Stuttgart, which we get to see Suni Lee. Then after that, it's going to be the Birmingham Cup, which is going to be featured Grace McCallum. And I think the last World Cup competition is Tokyo, which should feature Simone Biles. So those are all competitions that we have to look forward to. And if I'm just going to be honest, without seeing no competitions, that's the Olympic team, in my opinion. Simone, Morgan, Suni, and Grace McCollum. And the only reason I'm saying Grace over Leanne is because I believe Grace is going to throw her arm in iron. I don't believe Leanne will. So I believe that's going to be Grace's ticket to the Olympics over Leanne. Um, we have other girls. We have Michaela Skinner. We have a ton of girls who could make the Olympic team. Kara Eakers, Leanne Wong, Kayla Del Cello. We have a bunch of girls who could make the Olympic team. But I think this team is going to be the four girls who made it to the World Cup. Simone, Suni, Morgan, and Grace. That's the Olympic team. To me, those are the four best all-around girls that we have. I believe the individual spots are going to go to Jade Carey and Riley McCusker. I think that's why Riley McCusker moved to Desert Lights so she could train for those individual spots. Now, Riley and Kara both have a chance of making that individual spots team. It's just I think their strengths are the opposite. I think Riley is stronger on bars than on beam, and I think with Kyra, she's more stronger on beam than she is on bars. So it's like, who do they pick? Somebody who could possibly medal on bars. When we have Suni who could possibly medal on bars, we have Grace who could possibly medal on bars, and we have a Simone who can possibly medal on bars. Whereas on beam, oh yeah, we have some girls. We have Simone, Suni, Morgan. Morgan could possibly, if she upgrades her bar routine hard enough, could possibly medal on bars too. So with both of those bars and beam specialist spots, it's hard because we have Simone and Suni. And if they hit, I think they would be the bars and beams girls who are going to make it to those event finals. Um, so whoever gets the specialist spot as the bars and beams girl, you're going to have a hard time. But then we could have a team again. This whole specialist spots really makes this whole 2020 Olympic team so hard to predict, so hard to even realize who could possibly make the team because they get to compete all around too. So even though you're the bars and beams girl, you could still make the all around spot. If you have a second vault, you could still make vault finals. You could shock the world and make floor finals. And I think with Jade Carey, with all her beautiful tumbling and her upgraded dance skills, I think Suni is still better than her on floor. So I think between Jade, Grace, and Morgan, who's going to be the second best girl on floor that day behind Simone? Miss NCAAs, we have, wow, for us gymnastics fans, this is going to be a glorious weekend because we also have, I think we have like 2, maybe 3 weeks left in the regular season for the NCAA's. I could be wrong, but we have coming to the end of an era. We're about to say goodbye to Maggie Nichols, Kyla Ross, um, Felicia Hano. We're about to say goodbye to a lot of great Madison Cochin. This would have been Michaela Skinner last year. She still would have decided to do the Trinity Thomas route. We're gonna still say goodbye to a lot of good girls in the NCAA. So watch and enjoy. But you NCAA judges, yes, I'm talking to you NCAA judges. You, you girl, yes, you girl. I'm talking to you, honey. We need to get these scorings together. It makes no sense for some girls who are doing perfect your Chinko 1.5s to only be in 9.875s. When you have some girls from certain teams, UCLA, OU, none of the SEC teams, just UCLA and OU, if they even do a Yurchenko 1.5 and land on their feet, they're gonna score 9.9 plus. But then you have some girls from certain teams who do perfect Yurchenko 1.5s and get 9.875s. Like scoring, we need better scoring. We need when the girls have obvious balance breaks to take those deductions. I don't care if their names is Kyla Ross or Simone Biles. Take the deduction. That's what makes the 10.0 system fun. It's more fair. You don't automatically go into the competition and whoever's doing the hardest routines, you know she's gonna win. Is whoever hits on that day, whoever has the least amount of mistakes. And balance checks our mistakes. If your chest is low on the landing, that should have a deductions taken. First of all, NCAA. Let's stop scoring the girls automatically from 9.8. Start scoring the girls from 9.7 and give yourself 3/10 of a point to really distinguish the routines from each other. Once you start at 9.8, you only have 2/10 of a point to play with. So if you have a girl whose routine is solid, but maybe a little bit of form errors, and she's scoring 9.9, but then you have a girl whose routine is perfect, but only takes a small step on her landing, and her routine scores 9.9. It's kind of like, ugh. It's like, how can both of those routines have the same score? But if you started from 9.7, but if you started the routine from 9.7, and then let the scores build up, you will have placements for those 9.85 routines versus a 9.95 routine versus a 10.0 routine versus a routine that should score around 9.75. Like, you have a distinct difference. But that's our episode for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow your girl on Instagram. Follow your girl on Twitter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.